This is amazing. I didn't know what I was going to see today, but I can tell you I'm blown away.
That was our dream, to make sure that we had a vehicle that brought a truck to the market that just really shocked people, just from the visual and then to the functional. So this is designed for many different use cases. We designed from the inside out and then the outside in. It's the size of a small pickup and has the payload of a full size. We wanted to have a masculine look as well as a sleek and sexy design, and it be totally different on the utilization of space. People want to return on capital, and in order to do that, you have to have a lot of modularity. And so I can do things like have a workbench, and it's an aircraft cargo style, so it's interlocking and accessorizing, and I can make this for my use case. This is very functional structure. At the same time, maybe I want to put a camper shell on this and have access through the cabin to the cargo area. And of course, it has a full roll down window.
I see so many different unique consumer use cases in this vehicle. This seems like there's so many different types of business people or working people or consumers that could adapt what I see here to their own lives.
A plumber or an electrician or whatever, my tools can go in here and my batteries are charging automatically, because this is a power plant, right? And so I got the ability to have a workbench here. Or if I'm front gating at my favorite event, I've got a bar, accessorizable. So again, taking that concept about, let's build something that people can personalize, rather than we're building it to industrialize.
Charging and
that's 28 minutes a day. And so what we wanted to do is give that time back. So that's just one example of a use case. Another one is the way you can ingress and egress out of the vehicle, which is really important. Now notice how you're not like snaking in around a steering column. When you don't have a steering column, you can push things forward and you can give them a bigger space. And that bigger space becomes super functional. And I can personalize this. I can run bucket seats. I can run a bench seat system. I can run a 3-seat system. These are like similar to our approach on the delivery vehicle. These are designed for you to put your accessories on. If you're a guy that you use a big cup, a small cup, you can buy the accessory for what you need. And my guys are working on it. Well, maybe I want to use something as low cost as to be the interface to the vehicle. It's maximizing technology to allow for the utilization of space and make it for me. People talk about hardware and software. They can't function without each other. Like, electrify my environment. Everything has multiple purposes. So the battery pack is designed to be upgraded, replaced, repaired. They're all separate cells, so you have massive amounts of redundancy. You can run this thing all day long. Could you imagine you just went through this Texas weather storm and you need power, you need electricity, boom, you got it. It's got 300 horsepower, nearly 300 pounds of torque. They don't make their living, they don't put their kids through college with their truck. We do. Like, this thing is just us. Down below, we have a set of other toolboxes or safety boxes. I have a built-in step, but if I wanted to do something else in here, I have my first aid kit, my flashlight. Again, multiple functions, adds in structural integrity, helps me get access here.
I just think about all the times I've had to put gear on top of my SUV and I'm always falling off and trying to not kill myself doing it. This is amazing.
Yeah, so we wanted something where you can gear up quick, whatever you want to do, or if you want to put your equipment up here. And of course, because it's interlocking like this, you have the ability to put a ladder rack in here that could go across like this and be fastened. Again, this is just about thinking about how people use a truck. I like to dirt bike, and I want to be able to tie down easy. The gate design is very different here on this vehicle versus other vehicles because there's functionality purposes. My slat wall comes to life. I can keep my tools, keep my water, my drinks, because otherwise, and so just thinking about keeping people as safe and strong as possible. But let's just say I got to go pick up, a sheet of plywood. Well, now I need an 8-foot bed, but I wanted a 6-foot bed price. And so what did we do? We have it so that you can take this and I now have an 8-foot bed. And then of course I want to go back down to a 6-foot bed, just put it away and off I go. You know, I'm back to work. I can have a better quality of life with this vehicle and I can get a return on capital. And every one of these areas is a space to create a return on capital, which is why we spend so much money to develop the most intelligent bed. Because we should be able, with technology, right? We should be able to price it to the exact. At the same time, let's say I work it and I damage this is easy to replace. It's easy to repair. You got to build something for the second owner. Why? Because you actually then care about the first owner, because he's going to be able to sell it for what it's worth. You know, we spend a lot of time on things that most people would think silly, like the quality of the hinges. The worst thing I hate on second vehicles is sagging hinges. I hate that.